see, but
Bye then.
I think it's way too early. I got faith, dude. I got faith that CDPR is gonna do it right. I do. I don't think they're gonna do things like breaking major lore just to get like little game mechanics and stuff working the way they do. I think they're gonna do it right. Especially after Cyberpunk 2.0. I got faith. My faith has been somewhat restored. Not in the releases. We need to see another good release from CDPR. I'm not sold on their releases, but I am sold on them doing their damnedest to make their game as good as it can be. And I don't think they're going to make a game as good as it can be if they're breaking big lore stuff. I just don't see it. Yeah, I just don't see it. So that's where I am with that. Boop. Is that copium? You know what? It would be copium if Cyberpunk 2.0 wasn't out. But I was really impressed by Cyberpunk 2.0. So I had copium, pretty good amount of it before that. But that made me feel a lot better. Made me feel a lot better. Yep. But of course it's a little copium, let's be real. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. Is it really Ciri? It is absolutely Ciri in Witcher 4. Yes. Unless they're doing some weird doppelganger bullshit, which, let's be real, they might. But no, that was Ciri. She looked very different, but that was Ciri. Yep.
He killed Eamon. Just killed him. I don't know what to do. Clearfell is safe. We have to get out of here. We can talk there.
There is more, like, well, no, I'm not going to say it, but the delivery in this game is phenomenal. I got nothing else to say. Oh, my Lord. Wow.
Both Astro's Playroom and Astrobot are my 5-year non-verbal autistic son's favorite games. They're simply awesome, and even I enjoy playing it. But Playroom got him into playing, giving him the hand coordination to use a controller. If I could, I would give Astro series in its entirety Game of the Year every year, for the enjoyment he gets from them alone. His laughter is pure and brings me happiness.
That's awesome, dude.
Applause, please.
Best to you, man. That's awesome. Like, that is, like, it's probably the most wholesome thing I've read in a while. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. And now I want to get my kids to play Astrobot. Interesting. I think I'm going to have to do that. Cool. Thank you. Thank you for that message, MC. Thank you.
It's the manor already.
By decree of the Count of Ogum, all men must work a third shift and continue excavating until further notice. Any man caught resting will meet the executioner's axe or the gallows noose.
Break!
Storm Rune! Great. We want all the electric damage for our electric build here soon that we will be switching to. Oh, IGN confirmed a lot of this stuff in an interview. Oh, I'll check that out later, Aegis. Thank you. Cool. I have not read that interview yet. Why were the majority of games made for girls at this event? The masculization vibe felt... Oh. Really? You think so, Guy Platypus? I didn't really get that vibe. Huh. I didn't really get that vibe at all. That may have just been bait, but... No, I didn't get that vibe. I have certainly gotten that vibe from other showcases, but not last night. Yeah. That may be a bit of a reach. Boop. Was that bait? Almost assuredly. But, I mean, you know, here's the thing. You would ask me that 2 or 3 years ago, and I would say a comment like that is guaranteed 100% bait. These days, it's not the same, man. It's not the same. There's a lot of, what's the right word for it? There's a lot of pilled people out there. We'll say that. There's a lot of pilled people. And I'm not gonna say anything bad about them, because we all make, you know, we all make decisions in our life. But there's a lot of people that have gone down some roads that I feel like they may not stay down. And they're just at a phase of their life where, unfortunately, that kind of stuff is surrounding them, and they absorb it. And when people are in echo chambers, they a lot of times become them. So the sad reality of today's world is that we now have giant functioning echo chambers that say exactly what that guy said. And we have impressionable, in some cases younger people, that get sucked into those echo chambers. So don't ever forget when you read comments like that, there's a really good chance that it's somebody who's just been sucked into something that they're probably going to get pulled out of later in their life. There's people behind those comments. So don't, it's real easy to lump them all together and just be like, oh, what a bunch of, oh, you just like boobs and blah, blah, blah. But this is a problem that goes a lot deeper than that. So, and every side has their own echo chambers. Don't ever forget that either. Including all the ones we're all privy to and a part of. So, you know, yeah, again, is that comment bait? It could have been, but not necessarily, dude. Mm-hmm. Yep. Anyway, that's all. But am I using a railgun right now? Basically, yeah. Pretty much. Yeah, I really started making a concerted effort about 5 or 6 years ago to break out of my echo chambers. I got echo chambered hard between like 25 and 35. I got into some very serious echo chambers, and it took me a while to realize that I was in them, and more importantly that they were influencing me. So I started making some pretty big changes to break out of that, and it's been great actually since. Yeah, I'm very, very glad that I did. Mm-hmm. Is there a passive tree? Oh yeah. You know, there's a little one. What kind of echo chamber was I in? I fell into an echo chamber on a political side in my country. And I thought I was completely in the right, and that all my views were the right ones, and the other side was just wrong. And this all happened, you know, 5 to 8 years ago, we'll say. And you know, I was in that for a while, but the thing I really realized is that I needed to start, like what I would do, for instance, I would only listen, and this is what really cued me into it. I would only listen to one side of the debate. And it's when I was listening to a podcast at one point, and it was going over like, how much do you know about the other side? And I was like, oh, I know everything about the other side. And then they were like, yeah, well, did you know this, 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 and this? And I was like, nope. And that's kind of when I realized that I needed to start listening to both sides. And that's what I started doing. I started listening to both sides all the time. And I still do these days, all the time. I don't look at one side. I don't really join to one side. I want to hear all sides and then make my opinion. And yeah, ever since I've been doing that, it's been a lot better. But that's what I do these days. I don't pick sides anymore. I join all sides. I see their perspectives. Most importantly, I see why they're thinking the way they do. I don't think about what they're saying, or the like, the thing that you really wake up to eventually is when you start thinking about why people are saying things and not what they're saying. Because if you follow that line back, all of a sudden you'll find out that a lot of the reasons they're saying what they do are a lot of the reasons you say what you do, just on the different side of the coin. So it's you know, and I know that sounds very basic, but man, I tell you, it's a big deal. Yeah, it's a very big deal. Mm-hmm. Yup. For sure. Isn't that always guessing? No, it's the opposite of guessing. It's giving yourself all of the information to make a more informed decision. What's guessing is taking everything at surface level, and then, more importantly, talking to people that you agree with about people you don't agree with. That's guessing. That is when problems happen. When you're arguing against somebody, but you're not actually talking to that person, that's when shit's going wrong. So, And unfortunately, that's like most of the discourse these days, which is really unfortunate. And this is not just political, by the way. This is everything. This is everything. I'm not making any statements about anything right now. Nope.
Good show.
We don't really do that here anymore. So yeah, that's how we are with that. Avgroige, yeah. I'm sorry, I just completely blew your name into the water. Am I an AI? I am. Yeah, people don't actually think the way I do anymore. No, I phoned in an AI about 4 years ago. I'm on a beach somewhere right now. How's the ranger treating me? Dead. The ranger's dead. So, could be better. This is a Merc.
Freak!
Only Hunter. I'm going to ignore that. Bobison. This is about Witcher 4.
From the start, they teaser symbol from fanfiction where Ciri is helping build a new Witcher school. Its timeline starts right after Witcher 3, so it's not canon at all, it's from fanfiction.
From the start, they teased a symbol from fanfiction where Ciri is helping build a new Witcher school. I don't know what you're talking about, and I haven't heard that. I'll have to look into that, but I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Regardless, thanks for the $10 tip to the Mon team. Remotely sensed. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you for the highlighted message. I'm glad some of you feel that way for sure. Stannis VDM also with the 5 bomb.
Get him.
Thank you, dude. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, thank you. There it is. What level are you? 20 strength required? Wait. Am I a strength class? No. Oh, it's 20 strength and 20 dex. Like a hybrid. Interesting. Okay. I was going to say that. I was not aware I was a strength class. Okay. We're a quality build. Yeah, there we go. We're a quality build. I like it. I am so excited for my Galvanic Shards. We're not even using our passive skill right now because we have no electric damage to shock them. Sad face.
Yes, I'll get him.
Oh wait, do I have to go talk to Lettuce? And also, as an unrelated side note, can I put her on a sandwich? Guarded helm. Yummy, yummy. Get all you guys down. There we go. I need so many more socket stuff. Oh my, is this the... Yeah, it is.
Soldiers of Ogham, the outside threat grows ever stronger. Whispers of betrayal echo within my very halls. We can no longer tolerate any risk. Use lethal force against those you suspect of foul play. Speak carefully with your men. Ensure they are...
He sounds fine, right?
Hang any suspects. Seek out resistance within the village and raise their homes to the ground. You must send a clear message. Leave no stone unturned.
Hey Jasper, good morning, bud. Wargaming stole your wallet? Dude, I need to try that game. I really want to. Yeah, that mech fighting game looks like it could be fun. Boop. Nice. do you think the area map should remain explored instead of having to travel around it again? You mean this one? What do you mean? You mean this one up here? Life says, I'm so hyped for Witcher 4. Big same. Big same. The top right? So the top right only clears out if you reset the map. So, and the maps always are different. So it kind of has to, every time you come in, it kind of has to clean out. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Did Cohh talk about Outer Worlds 2? Not really. There's nothing to talk about. We already knew it was coming, and I'm already super excited for it. I'll pick up anything Obsidian puts down, dude. I love Obsidian. Obsidian is great. So, oh, Stannis! Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Thank you. We also have Azareth.
My two best friends walked into a bar first. Luckily, that gave me just enough warning to duck.
Okay. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Incorrect. If you're not in the map for 7 minutes, the map resets?
The annoying part is if you go into a dungeon or something for more than 15 minutes and the external map resets.
And the mobs don't respawn? Okay, that seems like a bug. I mean, I know that these reset, like the whole map does. Is that what you're talking about? They do respawn. Okay, so the whole map is resetting after that time. Okay. Okay. So you guys are saying that maybe you want the timer to be longer between that? I mean, I think that's fair. Yeah. I think that's how it was in PoE 1, though. If I'm not mistaken. It's not how it was in PoE 1? I thought it was pretty quick. Maybe not that quick.
This'll get him!
Iron Rune, great. Take that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Getting rocked. Dang, dude. Yeah, that would have been real nice to have the the electric ability there. Man, just a bunch of 4s, dude. I need 5s. I need some 5s, bro.
By decree of the Count of Ogham, effective immediately, all crimes are now punishable by hanging until death. Hanged criminals will have their bodies thrown into the pit.
Back to the pit? That's fair. Okay. Quick look down here. And I think we're ready to go in here pretty soon. Get our ass kicked by this boss. Rude. Alright. It do be time, dough. Hey, Hooded Turtle, what's up, buddy? Del Guy, thanks for the sub, dude. Please get a loot filter. Your loot looks pathetic when it drops. I'm sorry. I have to work on that. Cohh's going in for a spanking? Yes. Yes, I am. Somebody needs a spanking. How do you feel about Game Show having a million gacha and Japanese games throughout it? Those games just don't seem like they're made for the average Western gamer. I think they absolutely are. I think there's a reason they're so popular. I think Japanese games built gaming and are still wildly popular here, so I think that makes a lot of sense.
This place is right fancy.
I will say, like,
Gold is wasted on the rich.
I have my own views on gacha games and how that works and stuff, but, you know, that's different. I will say there was one particular category, and the worst part is it was, like, viewer voted, and 3 of the 5 things were gacha games, and, ugh. That hurts, man. That's not good for gaming. It's not good for gaming. So yeah, I don't like that. But you know, some people love that stuff. So I'm trying not to yuck anyone's yum.
Precise and deadly.
But no, man, I feel gacha games are bad for all of us. I'm just gonna say it. They're bad for all of us. Games like that are not good. They may be fun to play and you may love them, but those are the types of games that are designed by psychologists as much as they are game devs. And that's not a game. That's a product designed to get money out of you in the most entertaining way for you as possible. And I don't like it, dude. I'm just not a fan. I don't like it. Not for me. But I mean, it's the same for mobile games. It's you know, in that slope that I just set up is very slippery. So that's one of the reasons that I don't like, you know, I'm not on like a anti-gacha crusade, is because it's a slippery slope. When you really start discussing it, when you really start looking into it, like a lot of games that I love have similar mechanics sometimes. What's the best solution for gacha games to make games better overall? The problem is, and this is what sucks, the way to fix the gacha problem is by making it so those companies make less money. And how could you ever say that, right? How could you do that? Like, the solution to gacha games is put in mechanics that don't involve, you know, gamers, especially young gamers, pumping in money for in-game items at a random rate. Like, that's the solution. But of course, how are you going to tell a company that, you know, that's their primary income, stop making money? You know, like, that's never going to happen. So what's the solution? I have no idea.
Deadly.
Because the solution is whatever makes similar money to promoting gambling in their player base. And I don't have an answer to that. So yeah, I don't have an answer to that. I wish I did. Could you outlaw it? I mean, you could put gacha stuff under the same stuff as gambling, and honestly, I wish that it was. I don't feel that anyone that's young should ever be put in a position where they can put real life money into a game to get in-game items at a random level. I feel like that should never be a thing. Like, you should have to be over 18 to do that. So I mean, that I think would be good, but we are so far off from that right now. We're not anywhere near that. So yeah. That's the reason I don't stream gacha games, is because I don't feel comfortable promoting gambling to children, which is what I would do if I took those sponsorships. And it sucks because those gacha sponsorships are expensive. They offer to pay you more than, it's ridiculous how much, and no wonder people do it, because I mean, it's incredibly lucrative to do it. But yeah, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night, man. Not for me. I mean, maybe it's because I have kids, but I don't know. It's not for me. Boop. Cohh's a waifu already? I do. How about those Game Awards? Loved them. Absolutely loved them. Haven't mentioned it for a while, but the Game Awards show last night was one of my favorite gaming shows, period. Ever. Yeah. Oh, by the way, real quick, I saw someone in chat saying I wasn't aware that Cohh thinks gacha shouldn't exist. That's not what I said. I don't think that gacha should exist marketed and aimed towards younger audiences, which is what it is now. If you're an adult, you do what you want. I feel the same way about gachas that do gambling. I don't care if you're an adult and gamble. You do what you want with your money. I'm not going to tell you what you do with your money. What I have a problem with is when younger kids are exposed to it, and in many cases attracted to it. That's where I start having problems. But no, for the record, I don't have anything about the games themselves. Like, that's not my main issue. That's not the problem. I do think that that style is not good for gaming, but it's also, you know, I feel that way because I don't gamble. That's not what I do. So, yeah. Boop, boop, boop. Hangzilla says, I mean, that's up for the parents to monitor. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But I still don't think there should be a market for the product. That you're not wrong. But I mean, that argument can be used for anything that's kids shouldn't get into. And that's not always the way that should works. Yeah. That's, again, slippery slopes. Slippery slopes. Parents are kind of dumb sometimes. We're dumb a lot of times. Like most of the time.
Our triumph is at hand.
That's him.
Yep.
Soon. Very soon.
I love that voice line.
Vile creature.
Somebody said, does Cohh not like talking about this stuff? Dude, playing a game like PoE is a perfect time to talk about this stuff. Because a lot of the gameplay in PoE is just running around killing stuff. So, I mean, if we're going to chat about other things, it's a great time to do it. Still making progress in the game, having some fun discussions. Sure. Absolutely. Good time. I don't mind at all.